What is up, guys? Welcome on back to TK's Garage, and I got some fresh SRT news in today. I'm gonna label it under rumor, but it's still here. Roll it. What is up, guys? Before we get into the rest of today's video, I want to talk a little bit about our giveaway. It is ending in just a few days. August 31st at midnight or September 1st at 12:01 a.m. That is it. No more entries for the Ram 1500 Laramie and the Cadillac STS. First place gets to pick the Ram 1500 or the Cadillac STS. Second place gets what's left. Third place will get some cash. Same thing as we did last month. Now, there will be a poll going up probably if the first time you're seeing this as an ad spot in our video later today. It'll be in the community tab on what you can vote on what the next giveaway vehicle will be. And I don't know if we're going to do two again next time. We'll see. It depends on how this one ends, so stay tuned. But it's very simple to enter. If you haven't entered already, all you have to do is go to tksgarage.com, or you could pick up any of the merch down here below the screen. I've heard about people saying, hey, I just want to throw a couple dollars at it and see if I win. So we did reinstitute the wallpapers that are up there on the site. You can download it. You have the Hemi Everything and Back to the Hemis are now back live. I believe they do limit us those, though, to 100 per each unit. So I believe there's 200 of those available total. That's it. But there you have it. Good luck to everybody that wants to jump in there. Like I said, the Ram is an exceptionally nice truck. I haven't really been doing anything except starting it since we had that incident. If you go back and look at the earlier videos where I had to replace the tire in the rear for catching that big-ass nail. But outside of that, it's good to go, and I'm excited to close out our second one this month. And if you're trying to win, it's very simple. Like I said, tksgarage.com. $1 equals one entry. We're not closing out the giveaway with like extra entries or anything like that. We usually do that at the very beginning of the the giveaways, and I think that makes sense to do that moving forward as well. But anyways, there you have it. Good luck to everybody. I hope you jump into it, and see you on the next one. So what is up, guys? Welcome on back to TK's Garage. It is hot. Matter of fact, how hot is it? Let's see. Let's grab our trusty AI old school 1980s talking thermometer.
It's 4:31. Temperature 101 degrees F.
It's not as hot as it normally is, but 101 is still 101 degrees. It's hot. But in today's video, I got a notification from two of my top sources within the company of Stellantis talking about a manual SRT V8. That means it's got to come in a car, and it's going to bump up with another story I'm going to be talking about today, and where Tim laughed. Tim Kaniskis, the CEO of Ram, I don't know if this is over by the bowl or in the VIP section, but he said you guys haven't seen it yet. There's literally a car that we haven't announced or talked about yet that's literally sitting in plain sight, and I'm going to talk about that in an upcoming video probably later today, so stay tuned. But it would make sense, because talking with one of my sources via email, talking to the other one via Google Meet, doing a quick video call with them today, they said that during one of the board meetings that they were talking about manuals that weren't manuals. Now, I hope that Stellantis is not going the DCT route, right? Now, my BMW M5, which I just pulled out of the garage so I could do this video, my BMW M5 does have that DCT transmission. It is a manual, but not a manual. It has the paddle shifters. You can put it in D, and the computer will shift it through its gears. But when you come to a stop and you get off the brakes, there's not like a torque converter or whatever that's turning that instantly makes the car move, right? Like you're in drive, but it's not moving. That is what a DCT is. I believe the DCT took over for SMG transmissions and BMWs, but it looks like if we don't get an actual 6-speed Tremec transmission, which is what I would hope we would get, mated with like a 426 or something, that they could go this route. Now, over a regular manual transmission, and even some automatics, that M5 ships faster, just because it has that double clutch. It's like, it goes through the gears like this, okay? Even quicker than, and I'll give you an example. I just test drove an F90, a 2022 F90, which is the last generation body style of the M5. The new one just looks like a fat pig, but that one has a regular ZF transmission in it with a torque converter and all the other crap. And the DCT in my F10 M5 shifts way faster. So what does that mean? Well, my car does 10.6 in the quarter. I love my Scat Pack, right? I love the 6-speed Tremec. I really do. I love that I can drop that clutch at 4,000, 3,500, and it just catches, right? I love that. What I don't enjoy is the time that you lose in the shifts, right? And you can be really good with shifting, all right? I mean, there's some guys out there that are really great with manuals that shift like crazy, like Mod to Fame with his Challenger manual. But I think I might be on board. As I was talking about it, I was like, I don't know if I'd be on board with a double clutch, manual, but not a manual transmission and a new SRT. But I think they're going to do it. I think they're going to do it in a V8, and it's going to be manual. And I think they're going to do it with the SRT4 project. Whether that's, I've heard recently from my sources, and we're going to do a separate video on that it could be the Neon, or the Neon could return. But I've heard so much, there's been so much smoke about them using the Plymouth names under the SRT brand, like Cuda, Duster, etc., that I think it's still probably going to be a SRT4 Duster. All right, it's probably what it's going to be. With an entry-level price somewhere under 35 grand. Now you're going to say, that's still insane, 35,000, blah, blah, blah. When you look at the competition for a performance car or something that would put out that kind of horsepower in a small sedan, I don't think there's anything else that's going to compete with it. And if you look at the V8, which we're going to talk about, the V8 sedan, could be the Charger. I don't think they put a manual in that, though. That's the weird part. Unless they do, like I said, this DCT type of transmission, this, F1 double clutch type of transmission, then I could see them doing that. And then pushing the fact that, hey, not only does our V8 have all this power, but our transmission shifts like this. Boom, 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 boom. The only issue is I don't think that happens anytime soon, because all of my sources that deal with development in that aspect for on the transmission side said that they have nothing from ZF, nothing from any of the suppliers that this is a thing yet. So it could just be in the discussion stage. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Give the video a big thumbs up if you like what we do, and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. If you didn't know, our Ram 1500 giveaway ends tonight in terms of entries. If you want to get in on it, you have until 12 o'clock midnight tonight to either win the Ram 1500, the Cadillac STS, or some cash. Those are the top 3 spots. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. You can enter by picking up any of this merch down here or going to tksgarage.com directly. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. And as always, stay petty, my friends.